So like, have you ever done anything really, really silly, but you had no idea until someone else pointed it out to you? So these little pieces of paper, I was originally gonna write them all out by hand until my wonderful husband said, why don't you just print them out and cut them out, considering I had printed out this list and then was crossing them off as I was writing them by hand. Anyway, so for today's video, I want to try something a little different. And I know, especially with the pandemic, the whole like aesthetics and naming different kinds of aesthetics has been super popular, and I'm really curious to try some of them. So I decided to just Google fashion aesthetics, and I was really surprised by the fact that there was at least over 100. Some I know, some I don't, but I want to try something new and see how that goes. The only sort of challenge I'm giving myself with it though is trying to do the aesthetic with like pieces in my wardrobe that like I already have, because I'm not a big fan of buying like clothes and accessories and things like that unless I know I'm going to like wear them a lot. Although if I'm gonna, you know, thrift them, that's not too bad, but again, I don't really want to clog up my wardrobe with, you know, pieces I'm not gonna wear. But we'll see. We'll see. I could maybe pull something out of here and I have absolutely nothing for it. But we'll see. I'm actually really nervous. Okay, and alright, got one. Okay, what do I got? What do I got? Pastel Academia? Is that like dark academia but with pastels? I don't own any fucking pastels. God damn it! Okay. I don't suppose my shirt counts as a pastel. Alright, well, I'm gonna Google some images and see what I get. I don't wear pastels. I don't own pastels. And even if I own anything with color, they're more jewel tones. Like I don't wear pastels. Alright. Pastel Academia. Here we go. Well, the only place I can think of to start would maybe be Pinterest, I guess? Okay, let's see. Pastel Academia. Aesthetic. Perfect. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of like flowers, pastel school supplies, pastel book covers, like pastel stationery. Mostly like pinks and peaches, which I'm not surprised about. Okay, maybe I need to like specify that I'm looking for fashion. Pastel mini skirts, white blouses, pastel cardigans. Pinterest is kind of letting me down on this one. Okay, maybe we'll just go to Google. Or maybe I should just look Pastel Academia outfit. This has got to be like a relatively new thing. Okay, this definitely seems to be a very popular Asian culture, which, I mean, I can kind of see. It's got that sort of kawaii element to it, and I know I've seen those bows before. Yeah, same sort of thing, like a pastel skirt, a white shirt, and a matching cardigan. And I'm mostly only finding like pink, blue, and purple. Because I feel like if I just Google like pastel outfit, that's a bit of a cop-out. Ooh, there's a YouTube video, a guide to academia aesthetics. Okay, could check that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Looks like I'm gonna have to go thrifting. So, as I suspected, for Pastel Academia, I was gonna have to go to the thrift store. I looked through my closet and was reminded of how much black I own. Yeah, here we go. Literally the only pastel things I own are like these two scarves. I mean, white doesn't really count, but like I have this hat. I thought this was pastel, but it's not. That's kind of more into like the light academia zone, not quite pastel. I have a white hoodie from my gender bent Rick cosplay, and a light green shirt, but I mean compared to everything else that I owned, it's barely pastel. So, and also trying to keep in mind that like it's academia, not quite just like a pastel wardrobe, which made it a little bit trickier. So I found this nice cardigan. Kind of like the detailing on it and just the way it hangs is really nice. So we've got that, and then it's not quite like a dress-up shirt style, but like, come on. Can you get any more pastel pink than like this? And it pairs really nicely with this skirt that I found. Now, I realize in a lot of the pictures that a lot of the models are wearing like pleated skirts, and pastel academia borrows a lot from like East Asian cultures, and unfortunately those fashion trends aren't very common here in North America, so I'm gonna have to stick with just a sort of straight skirt. But I mean, it kind of can give the effect of like a pencil skirt, so that's sort of academic in a sense, at least for like a North American standard maybe. You know, wardrobe pieces and stuff, cardigans came up a bit, and sort of having like matchy match. So I found this sweater that is almost this, they're like two different tones of like pastel green, but I thought they both complemented the pink in the sweater here, or sorry, in the shirt here. And they were sort of similar, so that way I can kind of have that suit, or like matching suit look, and it actually looks, I already tested it, and it looks really good with this pink sweater. And I also got this sort of white Henley style long-sleeved shirt, just because I figured I can also use it for like other outfits as well, and it looks really good with the skirt, and it also looks really good with this cardigan and the pink one right here, actually, because they both hang really low. Ironically, I mostly got like pink and like yellowish things, which are literally my least two favorite colors in the world. So I found this blue skirt, which has sort of like frilly elements to it, since pastel academia also sort of borrows from like Lolita and kawaii culture, so I thought like the ruffles would sort of work with this, and while it might not necessarily sort of go with the like schoolgirl pastel academia look, I could still pull off, you know, like a academic scholarly type style with this, with having like the elements of pastel and kawaii and sort of that mindset in there. I do also have this sort of peasant-y shirt, which might work since it's sort of got like lace and sort of like a nice little cute design, although I'm worried that if I pair the shirt and the skirt together it's gonna look too sort of more like cottagey type, but I might be able to make it work with some of like the other elements, but I figured it might work. I haven't tried it on with anything else yet, but it is something I already own. It's one of my summer tops, so that works. I do have just a plain dress shirt, which, I mean, you can't go wrong. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any like pastel bows or ties that I could maybe work with it, so I'm hoping to maybe use the scarves. Who am I to pass up a kurumi
hoodie. Now I can definitely see why this ended up in the thrift store. The quality is not great, the material is bleh. So I imagine someone probably bought this online from probably like Wish or some like knockoff store, put it on and went, ew. Now for accessories, I did show the hat and the scarves already, but I do have a couple hair. So I originally got this bow to do maybe like an Ariel cosplay at some point, but I realized it has a pin, so I can maybe make it work with one of my dress shirts, I think, so I'm gonna give that a try. And then I also have this little flower type piece. Again, might put me more into like cottagecore territory, but I mean, it's kind of pastel and it's something I already own. So yeah, let's see where this goes. So for today's edition of Anastasia's Foundation Doesn't Match because it's summer and I'm slightly tanned. Yeah, so for doing like the Pastel Academia makeup, I basically kind of used a lot of Japanese and Korean makeup styles as inspiration, which is honestly pretty like neutral. It's a lot about like healthy, glowy skin. We're gonna stick with pale and pasty because it's what I got. And then the eyeshadows and stuff are pretty simple, which is nice. It's usually kind of a lot of like peachy tones, light shimmers, and then, you know, pretty neutral lips as well. So honestly this is going to take that long, which is kind of nice actually. It's just I don't do simple natural makeup because I always end up making it dark whether I want to or not. And the fact that like I did foundation on top, so I can't go extravagant. So I'm going to start with the eyes, and I've got just a couple sort of basic, sort of shimmery, peachy colors. I know what's going to bother me is that it might not show up on camera, which is going to drive me nuts, but that's not the point. I guess I just have to decide if I want to go for more like a neutral color or like a pinky color. Kind of going towards, maybe I'll like blend, I've got like a pink and like a brown, maybe I'll just sort of blend those and see what happens. Oh wow, that's pretty pale. Okay, maybe I can get away with a slightly darker one. It's a little more orange than I would like. Okay, but I can kind of blur it out a bit with the pink. I'm just worried that it's not... I guess if I had like a champagne color, that would be really nice. Which I don't have. Dang it. Or, wait, maybe I do. Hold on. Like, I want pink, but I don't want like pink like I did for like my buy video. Okay, I think, yeah, that's too pink. That's not what I want. So let's just buff that out a little. We want shimmer, but not a ton of color. Okay, I'm gonna go back to like sort of like the pale pink one that I had. We're just gonna stick with that. I gotta admit, it's really weird trying to do like almost like a no makeup look, because it's like, yeah, it's there, but you can't see it, which I know is the point. It's just kind of weird. And I have decided to keep the black backdrops, that way the pastel colors pop just a little bit more. I mean, it's like there's nothing there. I feel like I gotta put in something like underneath it. Like this is just too plain. Like there's gotta be a little something. Okay, there we go. A little bit of color. A little bit of color, and then a little bit of shimmer. I feel like the first time ever I'm going to put on blush. I hate wearing blush. I don't want to look healthy and refreshed. I want to look pale. Half dead. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to stop there. Add a little bit more shimmer to make it sparkly. And yes, we're just natural. Healthy. Wow, this is hard. Do I like it? No. It's not about what I like. I mean, to be fair, I know my friends in Japan, like, I can almost never tell that they wear makeup until, like, I look at them and go, oh, your eyelids are sparkly. Now, I'm purposely not using black liner because I know that's gonna, like, be too harsh, but I don't know, I want a little, you know what, let's put on a little bit of mascara first, which I know is just gonna really make my eyes pop. That's because I have long eyelashes and there's nothing I can do about that. I mean, I suppose that's actually like pretty subtle on its own. One. Lower eyeliner. Sometimes I can never get over how long my natural eyelashes are. Like the amount of people that I have ask if I'm wearing like false sleeves or if I have like eyelash extensions, and it's like, nope, they're just really long. I hate it though, because sometimes they like push off my sunglasses. Okay, so a little bit of blush, a little bit of highlighter to maybe help try and give me sort of like a healthy, dewy kind of look. Although, my luck, I'm just gonna end up looking like, I don't know, a clown or something. I haven't even used this. Oh, that's kind of funny actually. Okay, I'm really scared about blush. I don't want a lot, I just want a little. Ooh, well, I don't know if this is the right color. I don't know where to put blush either. It looks so cute, it's gross. Also, that's not even. How did I do that? I don't like it. I don't like it. Ugh. I look really pretty, but I don't look like me, and it's really weird. It's really weird. I didn't honestly think that this was going to be so hard, but like, it really is actually. Like, huh. Okay, commit. We're almost done. Like, who is she? Who is she? It's not me! Ah! I don't want to look at myself. I look weird. Dewy. We want to look wet. The nose is a thing, like Cupid's bow. Yes, I am aware that the brush I'm using for this is too big, but I'm far too lazy to go get another one. Ah! Who is she? Okay, and then to like make it even weirder, we're just gonna use like pink lipstick with a bit of gloss. I hate gloss. I hate gloss. And my husband's home right now, so I really want his reaction. I would love to be able to do like those gradient lips, but I honestly have no idea how to do them. Okay, yeah, it was too pink. I couldn't do it. So I've got a more kind of like neutral color. Okay, that looks a little bit better. It's a little more subtle, it's a little more natural. I was thinking maybe adding a little bit of red in the middle for that sort of gradient look, but I'm worried that like it's really just not gonna work. But we can do just like a little bit and see what happens. Mostly also just because I at least want to try.
but I don't expect it to work. Okay, it's a little something. Ooh, okay. We're gonna stop there while it looks good. And I know they kind of, I think, blot it with like tissue paper a little bit, so I'm just gonna go do that. All right, there we go. Try to keep it very dewy, very natural, very simple. I don't like it. I'm like, I look very pretty. But who is this? Who is she? I don't know. I don't know. I'm actually gonna put on like a wig for this though. Just because as much as like my hair, I think, you know, is pastel colored, it's not exactly, I think, well, I don't know, maybe. No, just sort of go for the more East Asian style. I've got a couple like natural colored wigs that I'm going to try on instead.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you think of my makeup?
Okay. Yeah, it is pretty.
I don't like it.
I know you don't like it.
I don't look like me. Good luck.
Oh my god, oh my, what the, oh my, holy shit. That's a look for you.
Right?
I need to call the police. My wife is missing.
It's, yeah, I mean, okay, so I've got like the two-tone, you know, sort of set look, and obviously with like Japanese and Korean, you got the sort of like bow tie, and it says it's supposed to be kind of childish, so pigtails, and like the hat, and the books, and the backpack, but I feel gross.
Yeah, when I said I wanted you to more wear colors, I meant like a splash of red and blue, not actually wear more colors.
I know, I feel really weird.
It looks good though.
Oh, I know, that's like the worst part. Mom loves this.
Oh, of course your mother loves it.
Mom loves this.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I'm not a fan.
I'm so happy you don't like it.
No, this is not what I mean when I say wear more color. I mean wear your black, but put like a splash of blue or red or something in there that's like, hey, look, a pop. Not all color.
I know, right?
It's weird not seeing you with a shred of black on you.
I know! I feel so naked! I mean, there's black on the notebooks.
That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count. So, yeah, I don't like it.
Mission accomplished. Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
Remind me not to get you to help. Okay. It's a little different.
Okay, yeah, it is a little different.
Yeah, I was gonna use like my dark brown wig, but I'm like, no, it's not quite the same. So I imagined, yeah, I mean it's the same sort of two-toned look, but with a different shirt. And I imagined it maybe being more like artsy-ish. I was gonna wear glasses, but then I look too old. Because you're supposed to look young and sort of childlike and whatnot. So.
And like what Americans in the 1980s thought French schoolgirls looked like, I imagine.
Yes.
Because I realized that's what it felt like. I'm like, this looks like what Hollywood thought European schoolgirls looked like in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I was just trying to, I was working with what I got.
No, I know. I just realized that's what I realized.
But like, does it look different enough?
everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I did find this Kuromi sweater, but I just couldn't find a way to style it, unfortunately. But I'm like, it's Kuromi. It's a Sanrio character. It's perfect. I have no idea how to style it without sort of veering away from like Pastel, because I mean, if I was going to pick a Sanrio character, it was not going to be Kuromi, it would have been Hello Kitty, or the other little pink one, Kuromi's sister. But I mean, I figured it should at least make some sort of debut. But yeah, so I definitely plan on trying this again with different aesthetics, pulling from my little jar. So for my next sort of outfit video, I'm hoping to remake the shirt that I made at the beginning of the year for my first drafting pattern, except I'm actually just going to follow a pattern. Because I am still working on my D&D character. It's just chainmail takes a really long time, and I severely underestimated how long that was going to take me. So yeah, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week with my video game one. Bye!